Hello and welcome to Asana class number 4 of the summer series. We're talking about interoception. We're talking about the interaction between breath and our awareness of our muscles and bones primarily. So we did breath, then arms and shoulders, then hips and legs. So we're back to breath again. This one's going to be fun, I think. So remember, interoception is your ability to sense what's going on inside your body. And the reason why interoception is so useful is because it is the data you need for self-care. You need to be able to know what's hunger and what's an upset stomach, or what's nervousness and what's excitement. These subtle differences in our perceptions are made more accurate with interoception. It's almost like you don't need a translator anymore. You actually learn the language of your body. And that's what I'd like you to come away with. So let's get started. So we're in position. You've pulled with your feet to angle your pelvis. Your ribs are tucked. Neck is long. Take a long, gentle inhale that makes you a little taller. And on exhale, soften anywhere you hold tension. Bring your attention to the breath moving through your nose. No special breath, just feel it. Feel the cool air going in. Feel the warm air leaving. With your next exhale, notice one nostril is cooler than the other. Shift your focus to your throat. Feel the air going through your throat as you breathe. Cool on inhale. Warm on exhale. And then the chest. You won't be able to feel the temperatures in the chest unless you're in a really cold place, which is not a great place to practice yoga. But you can feel the expansion. Feel how your chest moves with breath. Belly. Feel how belly moves with breath. And the last spot is that little triangle between the bottom of your breastbone and your navel. You can lay your hand across here to feel the diaphragm. Go down on inhale, up on exhale. If you can feel it without your hand, that's interoception. Pretty cool. So whichever way you need to do it, respect that and watch your diaphragm go up and down. And then watch your body breathe, meaning feel what's moving when as you breathe from nose to tailbone, from tailbone to nose. All of the torso participates in breath. So follow that path. And if your eyes were closed for that practice, you can bring them back open again. That's our simple breath awareness practice. You can use that anytime you need to just sort of soothe and smooth out. Give that a go. So let's begin by making sure that our arms and upper back and neck are pretty happy. We're going to let our arms come down. Remember, not hunched and not military posture. Somewhere halfway in between. And halfway in between is where my ribs are tucked. I don't think that's a coincidence. So exhale here. Turn your palms forward. Slowly inhale up. Gently exhale down. You've done this before. So just a couple. at your own pace. Pause the recording. Do as many as you need to really warm up and wake up your shoulders and arms, and then come back for the next part. Okay, let's go wide and make sure our backs are happy. When I go wide, the line of my thigh points to the space, and my knee points to the space between my second and third toe. That's what's safest for the knees. But just give a little check that your thigh points and kneecap points right to that spot between second and third toe. And then make sure your knee and heel are lined up. So we're going to inhale here. And on exhale, stay straight as long as you can without sticking those ribs out. And when you can't go any farther, down you come. Bring your attention to the low belly. And on inhale, feel the low back rise a little bit. And on exhale, soften that low belly so that you're stretching away from the tailbone along the spine. Bring your attention to the upper belly as you inhale. And on exhale, soften down and feel that pull, that stretch go up to your ribs. Bring your attention to chest as you inhale. And on exhale, relax, soften chest muscles. Let your stretch extend up through your neck and into your head. Let your head hang freely. Remember, coming up from a position where the head is lower than the heart, we want to get a big breath on board first. So big inhale here. Big exhale. Then press down with the feet and hands, and up you come on inhale. Take a moment to notice how you feel. I'm going to turn my chair around. If you're clever, you've probably set yourself up so that you can work from any position. But I'm sort of tied to that camera, so I'm going to turn my chair around so I can spread my mat out. Remember, I'm still going to mention the safety tips every time. You want a sturdy chair that has some weight because you don't want that chair going anywhere at all. You never want the chair to move. So that's the safest kind of chair you can have. Next, we're going to do the warm-up that I use for almost everything. And that's forward bend, lunge, and rock. You'll remember it in a moment. Inhale here. And stick the bottom out as you exhale down. Hold on and keep coming down until you can't move anymore. And then soften there. Let's put the arms in this time and inhale up without sticking the ribs out. And then stick the bottom out as you exhale down. Inhale up. We're going to add the lunge this time from the spring series. You know how to make this transition. So we're going to exhale down. Always take a moment to soften completely when you come into forward bend. From any position, you use forward bend to give yourself a little stretch. Shift your weight onto your right foot, bend the left foot, and throw it back. Shoulders are away from ears. Your knee comes forward over top of your heel. Back leg stays straight. Inhale here. And on exhale, lie on your front thigh and Straighten that front leg as much as you can while you exhale. This is the rock part. You'll see why in a moment if you don't remember. Inhale, chest comes up, face comes up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. To come out of this, you'll remember we bend the back leg and jump to place the foot where it was and come down again into forward bend. From here, I inhale up, exhale down, hold on, soften into that forward bend, shift your weight onto the left foot, bend the right, and throw that foot back. Shoulders are away from ears, knee comes over heel, chest and face come up. That's your inhale. Exhale, lay on your thigh as you're straightening the front leg. That's your exhale. Inhale starts here and opens. And then exhale comes down. If I was ready to come out of it, I would bend the back leg and jump in. And then come down and inhale up. Exhale, arms down. So, if you need to watch that again, do. If you want to pause now and try a few more than what I did, that would be a good idea because this is really the warming portion. The forward bend, lunge, rock is one of the best warm-ups I use in yoga. So do a couple. Do 2 or 3 on one side, come out of it, do the other side, do 2 or 3. That's the best way to warm up for what we're doing next. So pause the video here and try a couple on your own, but even it up. If you do 2 on one side, do 2 on the other side. And when you come back, you know I'm going to ask you to notice. So give that a try. So we use the first couple of asanas and breath practices in this class to make sure you're really warm. Because when you're doing breath awareness in any milieu, if the movement is difficult or you're stiff, you're not going to be able to focus on your breath. So I hope you're really warmed up. We're going to do some more forward bends with lunges, but with a little bit of a change. So I'm moving my chair to do some forward bends and lunges. Always, my wonderful heavy chair is anchoring my mat. And I don't think I said this in the first 3 classes, but maybe everybody remembered it from spring. I would like the chair to be up against something sturdy as well. We don't want this chair going anywhere. We've already got our forward bend mechanics warmed up. So let's go right into what we're doing. I'm hip width apart. I exhale here. Inhale up. As I exhale down, my bottom goes out. Arms gently swoop down to take hold of the chair and then finish the forward bend. Maybe your head comes to the chair. Maybe it doesn't. Doesn't matter. Just make sure you soften the belly here. Then I'm going to shift my weight onto my right foot, bend and lift my left and throw that foot back. Shoulders are away from ears. Front heel comes over the knee. Back leg stays straight. That's your inhale. Exhale here. Inhale here. And exhale in. And down. I'm going to do the other side too. Inhale up. Exhale down, stick the bottom out, arms gently swoop down, take hold. Soften down. Release that belly, which releases the low back. Shift onto your left foot. Lift up the right. Throw it back. Shoulders are away from ears. Bring that knee over the heel. Back leg is straight. This is your inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And bend the back leg, straighten the front to exhale as you jump in. Inhale up. So that was one stay. We're going to build up to 3 stays. What you're noticing in that lunge position where you're at that lovely long arc of the front of the body, from the front of the foot all the way up the front of the leg, up the front of the torso, and up the front of the neck and throat. You're going to notice what it's like to inhale and exhale in that position, how it changes the experience. So I'm going to talk you through the lunge with 2 stays, and then we'll talk about whether or not you go on and do 3 stays. So I'm going to talk you through 2 stays. Inhale here. Exhale down, bottom goes out, legs are straight. Hold on, release that belly. Shift and jump back. Bring that front knee forward, shoulders are away from ears. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And bend and jump in as you exhale. Inhale up, and I'll do the other side with you. And exhale down, stick the bottom out. Down you come, hold on, and release. Shift your weight, throw that foot back. Knee comes over the heel, shoulders are soft. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And prepare to jump in. All the way down and release. So, as I mentioned, you need to get the mechanics of a pose first. Then your body will feel safe enough for you to watch how the breath is different, how inhale is different than exhale in that position. You'll be able to make some distinctions, make some observations. But what you're watching when you're in that position is it easier, simpler to inhale? What's exhale like in that position? Notice the effort of breath. Notice what breath the body wants and tie it into what body is doing. So I'm going to move my chair. I'd like you to pause and do a few of those on your own. If you haven't got the mechanics yet, rewind and do it with me. Do the 1 first, the single, that was the first demo, and then do the 2. And then if you want a little more of a challenge, stay for 3 breaths on each side. So pause and give that a go. So, how do you feel? What parts of your body are talking to you? Are your hips warmer? Your arms warmer? Shoulders? Is there some place you're warmer? Anything feeling tingly? And also, what do you remember about that breath? Was it easier to inhale or to exhale in that lunge position? These are the sort of things that we're looking at. So I'd like you to continue with pranayama number 4 of the summer series, and then meditation number 4 of the summer series. please ask me questions. DM, email, website, whatever. Thank you.